Hello folks, it's John again from Classic Garage. Today I have a bit of a project on hand. I have made in last few weeks another gate. Let me close that, open that up a little bit better, like that, something like that. So it's a two-sided security gate, and I'm in the process of putting a security mesh on the gate. So I wanted to share with you the way I go about that. Not saying that this is the right way or the best way, but this is the way I'm gonna fix those security stainless steel mesh to the existing security door. That way it will be absolutely sort of a bulletproof, you could say. I mean, if the thief wants to get in, he'll definitely find a way to get in. Now bear with me, I'm not going to film everything, I'll just go bit by bit. So what it is, these are the sheets of the stainless steel, 3 or 4 stainless steel mesh, and I marked the end, and I'll cut this out now. Now the best way I found to cut that is with tin snips. So reason being is with the grinder, if you go with the grinder, it bounces too much and goes all over the place. Also, these how can I say, this mesh doesn't follow each other, so sort of you have a cross thread mesh, so you gotta be careful if you would decide to follow one line. Somehow it gets out of your line, original line. Therefore I have put this painter's tape. Let me show you. I'm sure you can see some of that. See how these threads are not the same. So what I need to do now, this is offcut obviously. What I need to do now on this bit, you can see here there is a bit of a stuff which is too much, and here's a bit of the stuff which is too much. So what I'll do, I'll just grind that off. Now this wheel is also good for stainless steel, so they say, and being good for stainless steel means it's not gonna create the rust in a future. So sorry for the noise. Actually, I could have cut this little bit with the nips, thin snips, because it'll save me time. These thin snips came from the old country. God knows how many meters of cut they have made. See what I'm saying? This is a single thread which needed to be cut, and then here a little bit more needs to be. This is sort of not sharp, but it's easy to get pricked by it. It doesn't help me walking barefooted either. Be careful, noise. Almost there. A little bit more to go. That's, it's hard to find this material, and when you do find it, I'm talking about here in Australia, and as you know, everything is brought from China. When you find it, it's not 100%. It's not like it should be, because if it is, you would just follow the thread and it'll come nice and straight. There you go, folks. That's that nicely cut now. That is absolutely, you can say, perfect. Now you can get rid of this thing, clean it up, chuck it on, and as we say here in Australia, Bob's your uncle, or something like that. It goes along those lines. Now it's the time to measure the aluminium strips which go across. They go across here. So I'll show you what I mean. These are the aluminium strips, 3 mm thick and 3 meter long. So my intention is to put them on the edge like that, and then just rivet them in along, and then I put a couple across there, and one on the top, one on the bottom, one more of those long one on the other side, and that'll be half of the gate, and then the other half will be treated the same way, apart from the bit where the lock goes, which is let me just, as you can see over there, oops, other way around, see where the lock is coming. So around that lock business I have to do something differently. So when we come to that, I'll show you that, but in the meantime what we'll do, we'll just cut these aluminium bars, and I'm not bars but flat bars. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to use, I do have other machine which I could cut with, but I will try with this. I'll try and see how that works. Will it cut nicely or not? Let me see. Let me see. Just a little tiny cut. Look at that. Like a charm. Like a charm. Okay, so let's measure and cut. we'll show you the progress of it. In meantime, stay tuned and I'll come back to you shortly. Here guys, just to show you a bit of a footage with this, how this connecting goes to. I'm drilling a 3.2 mil hole. Actually it's hang on. No, it's 3.3 mil hole. And then these are the stainless steel rivets. It should not, I know the aluminium and steel doesn't go along well, but this is stainless steel, so it'll give a few years of life. So this is basically how is that fastened to the steel. Thing you have to take care of once you come to the mesh, it usually formation of the mesh, depending in a correlation with the hole, pulls over and takes over the either left or right way, so you got to be careful with that. So I set this up for 29 mil. 29 mil it is. Just a second. $29 it is. So you can't see, but it is right on the cross of the wires. So you gotta sort of be careful and go steady until you pass those wires. Now this is it, see there? Now it's in the steel. Whoopsie. Another bad thing about this, the way of fitting this is all these shavings, metal shaving gets stuck everywhere. So I'm going to have to find a way to avoid that somehow. We'll see how we're going to do that. Just that's it. Double check. 29 on the dot. So yeah, I measured them in between and they are roughly 200 mil. I might go along and drill another hole in between, but we'll see about that. Once I do this side all around, I'll have a check and see how this looks like, and then if I'm not happy, if there is any sort of a movement or any shaking business, then I'll go about more, chuck some more of those pop rivets. Yeah, there you go, 29 mil. Okay, so let's put another one on the other side. These are not the best claims. These are the cheapest from the Aldi. I think I bought them in Aldi, or Mrs. did bought them in Aldi, because there's never enough of the claims. I do have some better over there, but as I go steady, these should be absolutely fine. See, you can notice that I'm not going off my head with the pressure. I'm just letting the drill do his bit, and that way you're avoiding the possibility of making a big fat mark on the aluminium when you hit aluminium too fast. Okay. Let's see how that looks like. Oh, nice and straight. Nice and straight. Beautiful. I was thinking that might go undulating up and down, but it doesn't look that way. So it is good. It is good. And this will clean nicely. Yeah. All right. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm going to show you next one once it's semi-done. Here we go, folks. One is done and dusted. Just a bit of a close-up so you can see how that looks like. That is fairly... It makes a sound like the one on the aluminium frame. But this is a steel, so I thought that I should put extra rivet here, but then I changed my mind. It is solid. Look, if anyone wants to get inside, they're gonna find a way, no matter what, no matter how. So yeah, this was 3 hours later, or something like that, similar to that. And one is done, one more to go. So I'm not going to bother you with the other one. This is how that should look, and I'll make one video how does that look like once it's installed. Until then, I wish you very best in everything, whatever you do in your life. And if you do like this sort of stuff, please subscribe and comment as well if you have some ideas. I'm always open for the good conversation. Until then, all the best. Cheers.